believe that if colleges and universities are to be equipped for the needs that we see coming in the 21st century, we need to be really intentional about building the leadership talent within those same colleges and universities.
Leadership development, I believe, is probably the most important investment you can make because it's about people. And when you invest in people, you invest in their talents, you invest in their well-being, and you invest in their desire to do more for the organization.
We need to make sure that we have leaders in place to understand what's important to the institution, as well as to the students, as well as to the faculty. And if we don't have faculty that are developed in a leadership role, then we can't carry out the missions and visions and goals of the institution.
That means investing in others. I mean, yes, it's about being trustworthy. Yes, it's about being effective, about being competent, about being good at what you do. But more importantly than that, it's about being good for those around you and being good for your institution.
When we walk away from here, we could go to any setting, any group, any organization, any nation, and be reminded of the things that we ought to do as leaders to serve people better.
When I have faculty and staff that are this committed to a program that would take them over a year long, where they would have to invest their time, their commitment is what passionately drives me, because they believe in this. They want to be a part of it. And I see the future of the institution in every single one of them.
You know, I hear people say, if it was not for this Chair Academy, I would not be where I am today. And I hear that more and more, each year that we go through this. So, it's just listening to them and watching them grow that really gives me a tremendous amount of satisfaction.
I think what I found this past year was my voice in regards to just all the steps in regards to my mentorship and in regards to the exercise we did. I realized that there was something that I've had all along, and I was just able to now verbalize it and really zone in on my strengths.
I met a wonderful group of people. I got incredible information and advice from our facilitators, and it really helped to create a network for hopefully the next generation.
It's something that we can give to our mentees, and we can share with even our students, and we can share with other faculty members.
It has been absolutely transformational in my personal life, in my professional life, and that's consistent with what I hear from all of my peers, all of my colleagues in this program.
I did not know many of these people. We have 3 campuses, and we see each other every now and then you build something like organizational culture. So suddenly I see someone at All College Day, I see somebody in the hallways, and we stop and we talk, and not only do we know each other from the academy, but now we know each other more on a personal level.
I feel energized, I feel excited, I have a lot of great ideas, and that's wonderful for the college, and it's wonderful for me. And because the college has shown a deeper commitment to me, I feel more committed to the college.
The greatest lesson actually I learned, it was really profound in the Foundations course, is that I think I always thought of leaders as being kind of what we learned as D, sort of dominant, kind of standing at the front, telling people what to do. And I was always concerned that I wouldn't be a good leader in that classical sense. And the more I read about it, the more I learn. I think that a lot of the attributes that I have can be really important leadership skills. There are different types of leaders, and I think that was really profound for me.
Why wouldn't a leader want to know more about who they are and where they want to go?
All the decisions that you're going to make, you have to understand not only why you yourself are making those decisions, but how are they going to perceive by others. Is figure out how somebody wants to be treated. Figure out how it's best to communicate with that person, then you'll have a much better relationship, because it's not always the way you want.
I think it's important to set personal goals, and even though we try to do that on a daily basis, sometimes it's hard to get the opportunity to really reflect and to think about where we want to move our careers to, and this program really gives you the opportunity to do that. And for me personally, it's been tremendous.
I've learned more about my strengths, and I think I'm a better person because of it.
Take stock of who I am and what I understand about the world, but then pair that with where is somebody else and where are they coming, and how do we find that common place that we have to get to.
From my experience, the Leadership Academy has done so much for me in terms of expanding my horizons.
We build a community. We build a tie that binds. It's a fabulous thing. Old quote, rising tide lifts all boats. And that's what Suffolk is doing with this leadership program.
I'm connected to not just the individual people who are here, which is wonderful, but to ideas, to movements, to a future for higher education that is so brilliant and so positive and so hopeful that it can't help but change the world.
So I think leadership matters. I think it's the difference maker at most institutions. It distinguishes those who are going to succeed as organizations, and in many cases those that are going to fail.
It's all about ultimately helping our institutions become more successful, and for our leaders to recognize it's not just about them, it's about everybody that they're working with.
This is an organization that isn't afraid to say, yes, we're out to change the world, along with all these leaders who are here, because we can.
And the work that we're here to do is too important not to do it well.